So this is the second prop that I'm building for 2021 for the yard. It's going to be a grave breaker zombie that looks like he's buried in the ground up to his waist, and he's kind of swiveling around and trying to pry himself out of the dirt. The motor came off of an old flying crank ghost that I had that's kind of outlived its usefulness now that we have projectors and scrims and stuff like that. So I took the motor off and made this little bracket out of some flat steel and this angle iron, and then I made a base to put it on out of some channel steel and some 1-inch tube. And then I have this part coming off. That's just another piece of angle iron with a piece of flat bar on top and a 3-inch PVC coupling, a ring of that cut off and then drilled and riveted on to the piece of steel. And basically I'm going to have a PVC spine that is connected to the rotating arm down there and then comes up through the ring and then comes up overhead, and the circle motion of the motor will make his shoulders and head rotate above the ring. So his arms are going to be made out of pool noodles, and I'm going to use these hands that I got off of Amazon. They came with like a severed stump on them, and I really don't need that. I'm going to insert the pool noodle into the arm. I already cut the severed part off and took out some of the stuffing, and then I'm going to put a wire hanger on the inside internally to make it bend at the wrist, and then I will join it together with a patch technique that Alan from Stilt Beast Studios shows on his videos where he's repairing the gorilla head. And you can see under here I made a PVC hinge by cutting a 1/2-inch coupling and flattening it with a heat gun, and then putting a bolt that connects the neck of the zombie to the spine. That way when he rotates, his head can rock back and forth like that. So this will basically be the range of motion. I'm gonna stake the hands down instead of using a zip tie like I have on the one over there. That way you can't see what's holding his hands down. But I'm gonna have him on a motion sensor, and he'll be stationary until the kids walk up the driveway, and then he'll start trying to pry himself out of the dirt.